this again here. All right, let's see what we got here. Play season game. Let's see what we got here. Play season game. Okay. Who they got? Kansas City. Let's see, get this off here. Should be ready to go.
Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Josh Allen and the Kansas City Chiefs versus Russell Wilson and the Cleveland Browns.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's go.
Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Browns, season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Allen's throw complete to McBride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers from McBride a week ago. 6 catches, 65 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now K.J. Osborne. Here's Osborne. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Oh, no.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Wilson. he's going to go down again. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Wilson. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now Allen. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Allen's throw is complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Checks this down to Hubbard. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is indeed good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And he fends him off. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Browns at 11-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 17 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Wilson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Wilson now to throw on third down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Brenton Strange from 4 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football from the 43. Here's 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing now is Allen. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joseph Osai in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Like really neat.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah,
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw will be intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
1-point
So they
game.
throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. On a slant, here's Collins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Will Anderson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here to Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Allen now on 1st down. A short one here, caught by McBride.
Drive.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Woo. Yes, sir. Brandon Ayuk.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Allen going to throw. And he is caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got McBride here over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. A short one here, caught by McBride. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Allen. down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Danico Autry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Allen.
Yeah.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Danico Autry. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. That one behind his receiver and incomplete. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback has to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
In motion right, that's Collins. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Come on.
They need 2.
Go for it.
Here's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still 3,000 yards, a good season.
On 1st down, Wilson gets this complete to Shaheed. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's got it. And he's brought down.
What?
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Do not throw it again, please.
To throw again is Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. make it a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Woo.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
No way.
On first down, Allen. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Man is Osborne. He's got it. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. K.J. Osborne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown.
Yeah.
I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think.
We did not have to do that.
Tie it up, go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Wilson's throw taken in by Collins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 2nd down and 6 now.
Get something back here.
Throwing is Wilson. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1-pointer.
The Browns drive about to get started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know The great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now it's Wilson.
Come on,
Eluding
man.
the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Throwing on first down is Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard to about the 35, 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now Allen. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for them.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Take it.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Allen's throw here caught by Mims. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. To the air, Allen. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On second down, Wilson.
Oh, no!
Knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Allen throwing on second down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Allen working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll bring a tight end in motion. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point try now for Moody. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Here's Wilson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be out right at the 35. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Allen. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen looks to throw on second down. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Allen. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City. Jalen Hyatt from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Jalen Hyatt with a touchdown catch to end the drive. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Now a 2nd and 6. Wilson. On the slant, here's Collins. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Oh, my God.
Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career, and he parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. Down to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Oh!
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they get the football, they'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now here comes Kansas City. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Right back to Hubbard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Allen running right on the option.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
To throw is Wilson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Wilson.
Finding room at midfield.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Back to throw again.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
That is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw again is Wilson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So they couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. KC's offense ready to take over. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm
Okay, that's it, huh? I think it's all. All right. Well, until next week.